So I ate all the cake. Why are Celta the only Spanish team left in the Europa League, and why did Athletic and Villarreal go out?
Going into the last round, we felt that Celta was probably the more likely team to go out, and Athletic and Villarreal would progress. Instead, it turned out the other way around. I've seen during the last couple of years a domination in both the Champions League and the Europa League by Spanish.
The way the ties have played out goes completely against the European experience, and Villarreal and I think both have a lot. But I think there's a degree of fortune involved. I mean, the Celta goal from the corner where a player completely ignores his manager's request for where he should go, goes to the front post instead of the back post, and then scores. I think Celta have the best manager of the three teams. I haven't seen much to convince me that Ernesto Valverde is a top level coach. I think defensively in big games, his sides tend to concede easy goals. And I think Villarreal is as admirably as Francis Rivas coach. I wouldn't think he's as good as Marcelino.
I agree with you that Borussia is probably the best of the three. But still on the topic of the coach and the Europa League, I would also like to point out that Celta almost went out of the Europa League in the group stage, and I think that was a huge mistake from Borussia. Celta is a team that's waited 10 years to play Europe, and going into the tournament they come into a group where they should win that group easily. And what Borussia does is that he rests players in the Europa League. He focuses on the league and on the Copa del Rey. It's not like he rests 2 players, it's like he rests 6 players. He went 2 or 3 games before Iago Aspas finally got to play a European game for Celta. The first game where they played their best 11 was against Standard Liège. It was the last home game they had. I know you tell me that it's only when I'm there, but it literally always rains there.
South of Sweden is just constant sunshine, wall-to-wall sunshine.
Anyhow, but that night it rained crazy amounts, so they couldn't play the way they normally play. It ended at 1-1. Like, they waited 10 years to play in Europe, and then they're going out in this way, because the feeling right there, right then, was that we won't make it. This is done, we're out. And we waited 10 years to play in the Europa League, and then we don't play. Because they didn't play, they just like put the reserves.
Yeah.
And then they ended up winning against Panathinaikos, going through, and then we had the game against Shakhtar.
Yeah, you live and learn, and they somehow survived that as well. Let's just hope that they do learn from the mistakes, and especially for us, because the final this year is in Stockholm.
Yeah, we want the Spanish team. It would be nice also to have a sweet John Guidetti